You know, Peter King picked the Rams to go to the Super Bowl, or I think to win it too, because of Matt Stafford. And then he said something about Baker Mayfield earlier this year, saying, well, you know, he's got to prove himself. He doesn't think he's the guy, whatever. Well, Peter, if Baker Mayfield played, him and Matt Stafford are the same quarterback. Both drafted #1. Both went to shit franchises. Both have the same amount of arm strength, but here's the difference. Baker Mayfield put his team in the playoffs in his third year and won games. Matt Stafford couldn't do that. Matt Stafford has been Baker Mayfield had Matt Stafford's numbers, same career as Matt Stafford had, everyone would be ripping him apart. Baker Mayfield's held to a higher standard than Matt Stafford. What, he played on the Lions? Hey, Baker Mayfield came to a team that was 1-35. 1-30 So how the fuck are you sold on Matt Stafford going to the Super Bowl but not Baker Mayfield? It just doesn't make any fucking sense. They went to the same organizations. The Lions and the Browns are the same. And Baker Mayfield turned around the Cleveland Browns. And not only in the playoffs, he looked great in both games. Not just one game, both games. So, I mean, what more does this guy got to do? When we win the Super Bowl this year, you know what you're going to say? Well, you know what? We got to see if he can do it. You got to do it again. You can't just do it one time. That's what they're going to be saying. Baker Mayfield's held to this fucking outlandish standard that is mind-boggling. It boggles the mind. Because his career, they're the same quarterback, him and Matt Stafford. The same quarterback, but Baker Mayfield is just better. If Baker Mayfield put up Matt Stafford-type numbers if Baker Mayfield had Matt Stafford's statistics right now in as many years, people would be ripping him. Be like, oh, he's 0-3 in the playoffs. They'd be ripping him. So I don't see how. Matt Stafford's not as good as Baker Mayfield. I'm sorry, he's not. He's good. He's no Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield goes to the playoff and shines. Matt Stafford doesn't. Baker Mayfield transcends the team. Matt Stafford doesn't. He was there 9 years in Detroit. What do you have, 3 playoff games and all 3 losses? So if Baker Mayfield had that same numbers, they'd be ridiculing him. Baker Mayfield's held to this fucked up standard. I don't know why. Because people, I guess he's easy to hate. He's like Bryson DeChambeau. He's easy to hate. Well, guess what? We're going to win multiple Super Bowls. I say 6 in the next 10, 11 years. And you guys will still say, well, you should have won 7. Tom Brady's got 7. You always have something to complain about. Even when he's in the Hall of Fame, like, oh, I don't know if he should be in the Hall of Fame. DraftKings Sportsbook AFC Champion Guide. Well, I'd put the Browns ahead of the Ravens based on the fact they have a real quarterback. I'd actually put a lot of teams ahead of the Ravens right now. Lamar Jackson can't throw. He's never going to be able to either. He just can't read defenses with an arm talent.